Hey everybody, this is Perch, and a number of DC announcements, just like we talked about a number of, two new Marvel comics. We have a bunch of news about DC. Yes, it's like we're getting close to to old January and solicitations there. So what will happen? So anyway, let's get into the news because there's actually some pretty massive pieces of news here. So first off, we are getting a Batman and Superman team up, World's Finest by Mark Waid and Dan Mora. Mark Waid, of course, has wanted to write Superman and in a more ongoing way. He is back at DC after doing some short stories. His first major project will be a brand new day, quote unquote, for Batman and Superman. God, don't say those words. Brand new day has all the wrong connotations. But anyway, Dan Mora will begin. Is the artist, and Mark Waid, Dan Mora, working on this Batman Superman team up, will begin in January 25th. Detective Comics 1050. This is just the beginning for the creative duo and the two superheroes. It looks like this is a backup to that kind of semi-special issue, 1050, that will then, we're presuming here, will be spun out. This doesn't sound, from everything that's been stated here, like this is going to be an ongoing backup feature. It sounds like kind of a launch to a new comic or a limited series, or who knows what it will be. This is... from all the art that is shown, this is Bruce Wayne Batman. This is Kal-El Clark Kent Superman. So it's not the new versions or the different versions. Basically, Mark Waid has been gone from DC now for 12 years. He returned to do certainly some backup stories there around Death Metal. And then he's got this Black Label Superman series with Brian Hitch coming. And so this is a more major project, and it sounds like this is being launched in what presumably, again, is going to be a highly marketed, highly solicited issue. 1050 probably doesn't carry as much weight as normal, but it's definitely being built up as a bigger issue for DC and in January. So this is coming January 25th. Mark Waid back at DC in a more regular way. Batman and Superman is the title here. Dan Mora artwork. Okay, and then we move into Garth Ennis, who is also coming to DC in 2022 with Peacemaker. So Peacemaker, a character that is going to be part of this HBO Max series, obviously was a breakout character by John Cena in the Suicide Squad film. They're betting a decent amount on this character for at least a while. I mean, given that they're getting this series and other pieces with it. So this has got Garth Ennis, of course. Garth Ennis has done everything, including The Boys, which at one point was pitched to be in DC continuity, which is kind of crazy. But this is Peacemaker Disturbing the Peace #1, due out January 25th, 2022. And this is, again, it doesn't seem like it's an ongoing piece. This is a one-shot, but there's enough language here to infer that there will be more if the series takes off, and if the HBO Max does well and they need to do more with Peacemaker. I think they're going to judge the interest between now and January to see how it goes, and then presumably do more. But Garth Ennis on a book, promising kind of Garth Ennis signature violence and everything else, is definitely where that's going. Then we have Tini Howard. So Tini Howard is part of the new creative team on Catwoman. And Nico Leone as well will be coming with Tini Howard. This will be picking up from Ram V's run on Catwoman, which has been going on for over a year now. Is that right? It's been going on for a little bit of time. But in January, Tini Howard takes over the book long term. Tini Howard, of course, had a story in Batman Urban Legends coming up and has been starting to step into DC. Still doing Excalibur for Marvel. Also has that Substack business going on with Jonathan Hickman. It certainly feels like Tini Howard is making her way more into DC, and this is certainly a piece of a major work following the Urban Legends. Tini Howard, of course, did do work for DC before with Shade the Changing Girl back in 2016. But this is the ongoing new creative team is how it's being built. So not a one-time event, not a short thing, but actually something more major that Tini Howard is doing. So we have her going in that direction. We don't know exactly. It says the pitch for the series says now relocated back to Gotham City. Remember, she had left after the Batman wedding debacle, Catwoman will dive headfirst back into Gotham Underworld, sneak into one of the most secure underground clubs in the city to steal what DC calls blackmail material. And then there you go. And they talk. They're not giving too much away from the book, other than she's coming in, will be dealing with the underworld, and be stealing things. So bold new territory for Catwoman. For sure. Then we have Bruce Wayne. You might be thinking to yourself, why not more Batman news? Well, have no fear. We're finally going to learn the origin of Batman in a new series by Chip Zdarsky called Batman the Knight. And this is basically going to finally tell that story of how Batman became, how Bruce Wayne became Batman, and how this all began. How did Batman begin? So, judging from the pages and some of this, it's going to talk really about the training that took place becoming Batman. So, how did he basically go from being the kid who lost his parents into somebody who was with detective skills and fighting? Now, granted, this ground has been covered before, but we will see kind of Chip Zdarsky's take on it, looking to be fairly gritty, of Bruce outside the costume, and really kind of this journey into becoming the Dark Knight that everyone knows and loves. And sure. Finally, are you done yet? No, there's more. In the Brian Michael Bendis land of that corner, we are getting a 6-issue limited series launching in January. And this is the Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes. So this was teased, of course, in recent issues. This is going to be illustrated by Scott Galowski. And this is apparently all what will be leading up to the big crisis event and other kind of craziness involving Darkseid and other things. But this is the contemporary Justice League, which seems to include, Superman, of course, and Wonder Woman, and Batman, and Naomi is in there as well. So the current team-ish fighting the Bendis era of Legion of Superheroes. So the Legion of Superheroes, as you last saw when he was on the book. There is, basically 1,000 years in the future, discover both of their realities are falling to a great darkness simultaneously, so they must team up to stop it. But like all great team-ups, there are misunderstandings, and presumably that's where the versus comes in. They're using a lot of language about the Great Darkness, which people from long-term Legion of Superhero fans might remember. Back in 1982, we had the Great Darkness saga with Paul Levitz and Keith Giffen, which was one of the best story arcs in Marvel or DC that of all time. But we'll see how they bastardize that here. I'm sorry, that's too negative. I do love that series, and so when I see something in 2021 referring to Great Darkness and their take on it, it fills me with great darkness. Is actually probably the best way to put it. So we do have that to look forward to from Brian Michael Bendis, 6-issue limited series. The two teams collide. Then, I promise we're nearly done. Jon Kent, Damian Wayne will be reuniting for a Superman and Robin special, #1. Not calling it Super Sons, but Superman Robin special. This will be the first kind of apparent adventure between, Jon Kent, now that he has come out as bisexual, and Damian Wayne, since he is a ninja. I don't know, however you want to put that. One last mission into the heart of darkness. I like they're billing this as kind of the last team up between the two. Of course, there's going to be more, but this will be written by Pete Tomasi, who of course did Super Sons back in the day. It's being illustrated by Victor Bogdanovich, who of course we know from his run on Wolverine has been doing some work on Detective Comics. And this special will tackle Damian's response to Jon coming out as bisexual, which will occur in November. And it says that a lot of fans have been expressing a desire to see Damian show his support to Jon, along with Tim Drake Robin. No word that Tim Drake will be in this, but presumably this is about old Damian complimenting Jon on coming out, I guess. I mean, that seems kind of weird, but okay. I guess we're getting that. So, Deep breath. That is the news. So lots of new titles. We got Mark Waid on Batman, Superman, presumably leading to more. We got Garth Ennis on a one-shot Peacemaker, which presumably can lead to more. We got Tini Howard as a new ongoing writer on Catwoman. We get Chip Zdarsky telling us the origin of Bruce Wayne Batman in The Night. We have Michael Bendis giving us Justice League versus Legion of Superheroes. And we have a Robin and Superman team-up special that will be coming out. Anything else? What's going on? Pete Tomasi on that one. Nightwing has a new costume, so we see that as well. He's basically a slightly redesigned costume. It's not a big redesign. It's barely a redesign. So, but there you go. That news seems kind of like a come down after everything else. Are you excited about the new DC creative powerhouse team that includes Bendis, Waid, Tini, Ennis, Zdarsky, Tomasi? How do you feel about all this? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, of course, and thanks for listening.